Sam and Colby reacts, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into the video. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I think this is for haunted ghost towns in the world, the scariest ghost towns in the world, or something along those lines. So if you guys like this content, definitely make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, because we're on our way to 20,000, and I want to hit 100,000. That's my main goal. I don't have to hit 1 million. I don't have to hit 5 million. But if you guys can help me get to 100,000 just by hitting that subscribe button and get me there faster, so I can get a play button and put it in the background for you guys and let you guys look at it and say, hey, we helped out with that. And definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel. And let's go ahead and dive into the video and not waste any more time, and I'll give you guys my thoughts during and after the video.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we're reacting to the most terrifying ghost towns of all time.
This sounds like a good time.
Ukraine was a closed
We've been here.
Let's go, Chernobyl!
Dude, I just realized they're watching Watch Mojo. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen Watch Mojo. I actually recommended one video, and they actually gave me a shout-out. It was for the top 10 Pokemon movies. Yeah, my name is actually, like, credited. Special thank you to, and I'll just screenshot it so you guys can see. It was pretty neat. I was pretty excited. I was like, oh my god, they did it. But then I remember the list just kind of annoyed me. Like, none of the... I didn't almost agree with anything on that list. I think Pokemon 3, the movie, got, like, number 10. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Nuclear power plant. By 1986, it had a population of nearly 50,000
this one's not
residents.
haunted. It's
Of
just
course, this was the site of the famous or infamous Chernobyl disaster.
in Chernobyl, there was a massive radioactive nuclear explosion that was not supposed to happen, and so it literally made the entire town unlivable.
Russia
I don't think it's
swept it
ever
under the
gonna
rug,
be
hoping nobody saw it.
We went in there and we got radiation. You can actually only go in there with the supervision of a scientist and Geiger counters and everything like that, so it's a pretty intense place even to this day.
I remember right there. You remember that exactly?
Yes!
Over here is their supermarket.
There's the Ferris wheel. This is nostalgic, man.
Oh my god.
We made it.
This is the prize of all ghost towns.
We went back in 2021.
2021. Literally 6 months before the Ukraine-Russian war.
We could have been the last YouTubers to film a documentary about Chernobyl.
Probably, actually. We are going to be rating how much we would buy this ghost town for if we had to put a price tag on it.
So how much would you pay for it?
I think this one is priceless. Like, the Ukraine government wouldn't let you because it's
Alright.
history.
That's very true. So how much would you buy this town for?
I like $34.
Alright, there we go.
It's
How much
fair.
would you buy for it?
You really
feel
can't
like
live in it
like,
too much.
I got
Well,
you.
actually, no, apparently you can live in certain parts of it, because there was that, remember that old lady who was living there? Yeah, I hope she's doing well, by the way. She might, I'm not sure if she's still alive or not. She was up there in age, but it'd be kind of neat to actually find out she was still out there.
$10 billion. They'd be like, alright.
Imagine also the tourism. You could buy this turn of investment. We pay a fatty chunk to go in there. A fatty chunk.
North Brother Island.
I've never heard of this.
But going back to Chernobyl, man, I guess, yeah, it's probably the most famous, to my knowledge, like one of the most talked about ghost towns. You know, obviously there's a reason why it's a ghost town, and the whole nuclear reactor going nuts and everything, and people having to evacuate. It's just a lifeless place. You couldn't really do anything with it anymore, so I guess I really never had any interest in going to Chernobyl. I mean, seeing the pictures is enough for me. It's one of those places, like, would it be cool to go there and say, yeah, I've been there? Sure. I'd still rather go to places like from the first Friday the 13th, like Camp Crystal Lake and shit like that, but it's a neat, like, place to learn about for sure.
Looks like one of our old videos.
That's us, actually.
This island, which is located on New York's East River, known as Riverside Hospital, it opened in 1885, and it mainly housed people with diseases such as typhoid, with Typhoid Mary Mallon being its most famous patient.
Typhoid Mary? That's kind of
World War II,
That's your nickname, yeah.
Wartime veterans.
Oh god, look at that girl in a mask.
Purposed as a treatment center for adolescent drug addicts, the island has been abandoned and off-limit to visitors.
That's actually sick. An abandoned island as well.
Oh my god. Can I just say, by looking at it, it almost looks like I don't know if I would even go in there. I mean, dude, it looks like it's ready to crumble apart, like go inwards. It's an interesting looking building, but yeah.
However, there is research and areas.
That looks so familiar. That
Yeah, it does.
looks like a place on the East Coast that we've been to.
Yeah, I remember a Pennsylvania ghost town factory that looked like that. We climbed that silo.
Run and do that shit. Or like a old Assassin's Creed tower right there.
That is sick though, because you're not only buying the ghost town.
Wow, it does
you're
look
probably
exactly
buying
like
the rights
it.
to the island, because this is the only thing on the island. So how much would you buy a private island for?
An island?
With
I
a
mean-
view.
So you get a view, you get haunted,
And it's in New York.
and you get typhoid.
You can hang out with Typhoid Mary. Let's go, this.
I would pay about 500,000 for for this.
500,000?
Yeah.
You're not even gonna get a small New York apartment for 500,000.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, it's crazy how prices work on certain things. Yeah, they would probably charge you like a couple $1 million for that island. Probably even more than that. I mean, islands are so fucking expensive. Wasn't Mr. Beast, didn't he like give away an island and they actually had to like, it was Chandler who won the island, I think, and he had to like let it go because he just could not afford like the taxes on it. Crazy, crazy.
You might be getting a typhoid hospital for that.
True. I think probably 5 million.
5 millions?
Didn't Mr. Beast
That seems
say
fair.
that he bought an island for 750,000?
Yeah, but that's Mr. Beast.
We're trying to be Mr. Beast.
We want to be you, Jimmy.
And we just be
We want
Jimmy Donaldson.
Inside of you.
Whoa. Helltown.
I feel like one of the things a lot of YouTubers like to do, and this is just going by. I'm not even sure if these guys actually feel that way. They probably. I don't think anybody's gonna probably catch up to Mr. Beast. He's just too good, man. He's too good at what he does. He gives a lot back. He does a lot of good stuff for people. So I just don't see anybody, unless you actually do stuff similar to Mr. Beast. I just don't know how anybody could literally catch up to him. I mean, he even went past PewDiePie at this point. I mean, he's the biggest YouTuber almost of all time. I'm more focused on is just trying to find my own identity through YouTube. I don't have to be Mr. Beast. I don't have to be Sam and Colby. I don't have to be a PewDiePie. I don't have to be Markiplier. I just want to be me on the platform, and I think that's what I think most people should strive for. I like talking about horror films. I like talking about the paranormal. I like talking. There's a big audience for that. Not the biggest in the world, but there's a big audience for that, and that's what I'm trying to bring in. Are those people who love talking about the paranormal, own personal ghost hunt experiences, horror films, which is something I love talking about. I just did a podcast episode with the real Reese, and I'll leave a link to that in the description, where I go over my top 20 favorite horror films of all time. It might change up in the future, but for right now, that's my list. And please give it your support. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Ohio.
Oh! Yeah. Helltown. Oh my god. People have been asking me to go here for a long time. A long time. There's one reason why I'm not going to go there. And basically saying, there are cults who go out here and do seances and sacrifices and shit, from what I've heard. I don't want that to happen to me, so I just avoid it at all costs. But yes, there is a Helltown in Ohio. I forgot all about this. I'm actually kind of happy they're bringing it up.
Founded in 1806 and formerly called Boston, this place used to be the oldest village in Summit County. Helltown was the victim of disappearing forest land when President Ford let the National Park jurisdiction expropriate land to make parks. The NPS
I don't know
started
what word she's saying.
locals in Helltown, and they were pissed.
Oh, wait, I know what a
Nearby
couple
and left
pogs are.
covered
What
in
are pogs?
ashes and sick.
Nothing.
Apparently the dump was highly toxic because chemicals were never disposed of properly. There's also the issue of the Satanist church, equipped with upside down crosses and all. Human and animal sacrifices even took place there.
There is satanic rituals and animal sacrifices happening, and we have not heard of this?
Always surprising. I'll never not be surprised about this. Like, you guys are so huge into the paranormal. I figured you would have heard of Helltown by now. I mean, yeah, it's pretty popular in Ohio. If you're not from Ohio, you probably don't really know too much about it. So, you know what? I'll give you a leeway this time. But, yeah, Helltown. It's, yeah, here in Ohio. And not a lot of people go to it because of the satanic shit that goes on around there. Yeah, it's a real place.
And there's pogs.
What the fuck is a pog?
Don't look it up.
Don't you dare look it up either. I see you type it away.
There was even an escaped mental patient in the woods in the town that killed a
The
bus full of
bus
children,
killed a bunch
and
of
that bus
children?
is still there, haunted by the ghosts' murdered past. There's even a mutated snake in the town known as the Peninsula Python,
Oh my
so it's safe
God.
to say the town
Okay,
lives.
wait, so there's a snake involved, and then there's a bunch of chemicals in some sort of a lake or whatever. I feel like this is just a death trap.
Yeah, this is worse than Chernobyl.
I don't know if I would even want to buy this. I'd probably give it up for, you know, like 15 bucks.
15 bucks?
If they just say no, I'm actually glad that they say no, because I do not want to step foot in this place.
It's so good.
I'm scared of snakes, guys.
I would give it about 100 pesos.
That's like $1, dude.
Oh, well, sorry.
What once seemed like a miraculous place to its early
I probably
settlers
wouldn't want to live there either.
slowly but surely collapsed.
That
under
does not
the
look
weight
like a
of
miraculous
its own
place.
profits and debauchery.
Debauchery. I love this narrator. He makes everything seem creepy.
Everything is so slow when you talk like this.
Bodhi truly became
Sounds like he should be
a ghost.
hosting the Twilight
One
Zone.
such
Truly
legend
town.
is known as the Bodhi Curse. Supposedly, if visitors take anything from this town, even a pebble, they will forever be cursed with terrible misfortune.
Don't take pebbles, guys. I learned the hard way. Visitors who even took a little rock were instantly cursed with bad luck as soon as they left. There's a lot of witches and a lot of pebbles that you can't be taking. It looks like a pretty nice town. I think it's worth a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah, I think this one is comparable to Cerro Gordo. Brent Underwood bought Cerro Gordo for $2 million, so let's buy both for $2 million.
Let's buy both for 2.
The next stop is
Makes sense.
Romania.
Romania!
Jamana turned into a ghost town in 1978. It was an ordinary Eastern European village.
That looks awesome.
I already want to just go here.
Changed for the townspeople when copper reserves were discovered near the area in the late 1970s.
Oh, recent.
Mining produced waste, and it had to be disposed of. Residents of Jamana had to
Oh,
abandon
boy.
their village so that there was enough room to dispose of waste. A few stubborn locals moved to the edges of the flood area and continued to live there.
This is like the Simpsons movie. Have you seen that?
Yes, dude. They just dumped all their waste and now it's a freaking shit lake.
Now there's like squirrels running around with like 400 eyes.
Would you jump in the pool if you had a 50-50 shot? You either get a superpower or you develop a disease. Would you do it?
I'd probably do it.
Yeah?
No.
50% chance you're gonna get fucking
No
typhoid
way.
or something.
I beat cancer, beat typhoid, no big deal. Just add them to the list.
The water of the village turned into a toxic soup.
Those
Please,
car-
Colby, please don't. Please don't. Stop making everybody freak out. Stop making everybody worry. Don't do anything reckless.
You visit the area today. All you can see are submerged buildings.
Oh, I don't want to go
Some
here
of the
anymore.
rooftops and the church steeple are still visible in the poisonous water
that's
landscape.
how deep it is?
That's awesome though. Your boat would disintegrate as you're going to the channel. I thought that was going to be beautiful, but then it turned out to be a lake of shit.
You probably smell, huh?
How much would you buy that lake of shit for?
Damn, I just don't know what I would do with a lick of shit. I'd buy it for 2 kids.
That's it? 2 turds?
Just 2 turds. that's
2
cute.
turds?
What would you buy it for?
It's like 25 cents probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it at all.
For a truly
You're gonna get
unique
a penny.
vacation
Sure.
experience,
super
you may
fun
want to direct
looking.
your attention to the ghost
That
town
looks cool.
of Garnett, Montana. It's
Garnett.
truly
Garnett?
a unique vacation destination, and you might even meet some otherworldly guests during your stay.
Oh, it's haunted.
It's considered to be the most intact ghost town in America.
Most intact.
Every
That's
year,
good.
the U.S. government accepts volunteers to live in the ghost town free of charge. There is a catch, however. The town is rumored to be one of the most haunted places in America.
Wait, what? How have we not heard of this place?
Once the sun goes down, though, the spirits awaken
Oh, God.
and
that's
come out in full
crazy.
force. Unfortunately, you have to be okay dealing with no electricity, internet, or running
No
water.
internet!
That's a scary.
I feel like I have heard of this place. I was trying to contemplate. Have I heard of this place? No, I'm pretty positive I actually have heard of this place. But yeah, I don't take the most haunted place in America to heart too much, obviously, because like every place at some point was like almost a haunted place in America or the most haunted place in the world. So I don't take too much heart to it. But I would be curious to hear more of the history because I feel like I have heard of this place once or twice. But I gotta go back and refresh my memory.
Oh,
Damn! Well, it looks still kind of nice.
It's
the
neat.
most intact
Yeah.
ghost town in America. So it's actually you're buying all these houses and the land. And there's
I
no shit-
pay a little bit.
Whoa, really? 5 million? You're buying an island right off the coast of New York for only 500,000. You'll buy 5 million in this random ass town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I do 1 million.
That's thinking 1 million myself.
This is
Cerro Gordo.
Cerro Gordo!
And Brent Underwood
What a
actually does own it.
place!
Back in the 1870s, this was one of California's silver mining boom towns.
We've been here multiple
But now,
times.
it's one of the most infamous ghost towns in the West.
It's awesome.
2 years ago, Underwood put up his life savings,
Oh, there's
and with the
Vice
help
did
of some
this, right?
investors, he bought the town for $1.4 million.
1.4.
He's planning to open it up as a tourist destination next year.
What kind of place was this?
It was dangerous. It was the Wild West. The police wouldn't come up here. You know, the reports on the newspapers were something like a murder a week.
I gotta check
Murder
out
a
his
week.
channel. A lot of you guys have been asking me to check out Brent's channel because apparently he does his own YouTube channel. I might check it out and I might maybe start doing reactions to it. I don't know yet, but we'll see. The Cerro Gordo video that they released was awesome. I actually really enjoyed that stuff. It wasn't really paranormal all too much. It was more of just kind of exploring, which I'm fine with. And it was a good time.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at every single one of the buildings around here, from this one to the one we're sitting in, there's bullet holes in them.
Oh
There's
my
full of holes
goodness.
in them. Yeah, guys, especially in the American Hotel, which unfortunately burned down like
Yep.
2 weeks before we went for the first time. There was a lot of death that occurred in Cerro Gordo, and if you guys have seen our past videos on it, the bunkhouse, which is where we've stayed multiple times,
It's
is
haunted.
extremely haunted.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the lights was like turning on and off while we were there.
Dude, even our car doors were opening and closing. It's definitely very haunted, but it's also one of the most fun places I've ever been. You can golf, you can skeet shoot, you can run through all the mines. So this place is freaking sick.
And Brent's got a lot of animals. He has like llamas and alpacas, a bunch of goats.
He bought it for 1.4. I would want to make sure he got a fatty return on his investment. I'd go up to 3 mil. Double his investment real quick.
I'll do a 3.1 just to make sure I can buy it after your pick.
Shit, dude, he's gonna pick you over that. Which one was your favorite ghost town of them all?
I want to say Bodie.
Really?
Just because it reminds me of Cerro Gordo, and I just want to go to a place like Cerro Gordo.
I would want to go back to some Chernobyl.
Chernobyl?
I love Chernobyl. I have a special place in my heart for Chernobyl. Guys, if you want to see us go to any of these ghost towns, make sure to like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!
Okay. Maybe Helltown, though, because Helltown is a place in Ohio. I'm from Ohio, and it has been crossing my mind several times. Would Helltown be a good place to film? I don't know yet. I think it might be private property. I don't even know if you can go there without, like, actual permission, so I don't know. I don't know, and if you get caught up there, I'm not sure if there could be any serious consequences, so I'd probably have to do more research on Helltown before I just decided, like, I'm gonna go up there and film. What was your favorite? I just realized I forgot to take my glasses off this entire reaction, but that's okay. My favorite, yeah, was probably Helltown. Again, it's pretty close. I've heard of it around here plenty of times. So leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll give my honest opinions on every single one of these videos. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on Sam and Colby reactions or Twin Paranormal or anything else, then please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share the content. If you want to go even farther, become a channel member or a patron to my channel. More content hopefully will be coming out to those soon. I have a couple days off coming up, so I'm planning on filming quite a bit. And I might start doing overnight reactions, but they'll be for members and patrons only, because for obvious reasons, what I dealt with last time. So if you want to see any of that stuff, definitely make sure you become one of those. And at some point, you'll probably see those videos kicking in at high gear. So until next time, guys, keep it retro and do take care.